question from a Kraft employee at AT&T is, I've heard that management had a big healthcare change. How will the healthcare changes affect me? Well, first thing, let's just review what they did for management employees. What AT&T has done, effective at the end of last year, is essentially they have eliminated the retirement healthcare subsidy for retirees who are eligible for retirement healthcare at the end of last year. So you had to retire, leave the payroll by the end of 21 to keep those subsidies. Obviously, if you're still actively at work there and you're eligible for retiree healthcare, you still can get it, but it will be at an unsubsidized cost. In other words, you will pay full freight for it. That subsidy is worth a lot. Obviously, was probably the motivating factor in a number of decisions for a lot of folks to leave last year, was hanging on to that subsidy. That doesn't mean that AT&T won't change the rules a year or 3 years or 5 years from now and take the entire thing away for all retirees. I'm not going to guess at that, but at the moment, the subsidy is no longer available to retirees at AT&T who are still actively on the payroll. Now, for Kraft employees, those benefits have been built into each 4 or 5 year contract. So to give you an example, here in District 6, the Southwest region of the CWA, they currently have a contract that will run through the end of 2025. And as far as retirees are concerned, if you retire during a current contract, you will actually get to keep the insurance at the same rates that you had as an active employee, all the way through the end of that contract. Now, I want to point out that AT&T management does not bargain for retiree medical benefits, but the union has made sure to maintain that retirees keep retirement health care benefits, at least up through these current contracts. Again, talking about the Midwest contract. If you happen to retire during a previous contract, let's say you retired in 2018, that was an older contract, you still have retiree health care. It has its own cost. It's going to be slightly higher than the rates under the current contract. Those rates do go up every year. I know that for a fact. They went up about $40 or $50 for a couple, depending on what benefit plan that you had. And there are several different benefit plans available to you. And those rates will also be, as well as those coverages, will be guaranteed through the end of 2025. Now, I sort of was long-winded, but what will happen at the end of this contract? My honest answer is I don't know. So far, AT&T has been willing to continue to bargain for retirement health care benefits for their Kraft employees, and they are currently doing it in District 4 as well as the IBEW through 2026. So that's good. That's a blessing for all Kraft employees. But that does not mean that is going to be permanent. All you know is what you've got, and it's what you've got is during the contract that you're currently participating in, or just the contract period for the time frame, this 4 or 5 year period, as I mentioned. So I hope that helped answer that question.